1, 2, 3, clap.
In time.
Yeah. Hi, and welcome to Hey Buddy Nice Podcast. Over there in Scotland, listen to me talk about the difference between lifesavers, fruit tingles, polo mints, and stuff like that. That is Brogan Hastings.
And over there in Australia, telling me things that I am 100% definitely listening to, it's Wayne Giovinazzi.
I can tell you're listening by the blank expression on your face, just concentration, taking in everything I have to say.
Absolutely.
Yep. So you're still doing it now. It's great. It's great. I've never had someone pay so much attention to me. All right. First things first. Housekeeping. Shall we? We haven't done housekeeping in a long time since like episode 1. No. So I'm guessing we'll talk about the episode 100.
Yeah.
That's the house to do the housekeeping about that.
We're now in the hundreds. What the fuck?
That's right. And what is it that you're most excited about now that we're in the hundreds?
Well, that it won't happen until the 110s minimum.
Yes.
But I am most excited about the fact that when we download the audio for from our system to save it so I can send it to Wayne to edit, we number it, but it's always like the 3 digits, so I can stop pressing 0 when we get to the 110s because 0
exactly
on my numpad doesn't work. It just mutes my audio.
Yeah.
And it pisses
and then you
me
start
off.
talking and I can't hear you because you do it between episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, see our forethought. We knew we were going. We had naysayers, we had our doubters, but we knew. From the very beginning, we named our episodes 001 and then 024 and things like that. We knew we would get a third digit in there.
Yeah. We're like the Pokemon company. We know we're going to go into the hundreds. We don't expect to go into the thousands.
Well, I mean, if we do you know how... Oh, it probably isn't that bad. I was going to say, do you know how troublesome it would be for me to rename 999 audio files, etc., to 0001 and things like that? And you would. Oh, yeah. But I have a program called Bulk Rename Utility, so I could do it all easy. Oh no, but they're all in separate folders. It would be troublesome at best. But I would probably enjoy it. To be honest.
Yeah, like me and my sorting of Pokemon.
Yeah. See, just then you said you would, and I couldn't tell if it was a you would or a you would.
A bit of both.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, no, I 100% believe you would. Like, yeah, you would. But
you would.
The second one is incredibly hypocritical of me. So
yeah, we're
ignoring that.
Well, what does Penn say? If you're a hypocrite, it just gives you twice the chances of me agreeing with you.
True.
Yeah. But 100th episode, I think people kind of clued on that we recorded it early.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was effectively in the numbering system. If it had been released as it was recorded, it would have been episode 86. Yeah. But including the lost episodes, it would probably be closer to 90, 89 or something like that. Yeah. Gosh, man, those lost episodes. There was
some good shit on there because one of them I'd come back from the dentist and I was
exactly
so high on painkillers. It was like wow.
Your face was swollen.
My face was swollen.
Yep.
I was not human at that point.
Yeah. Because we've had just recently we had I say just recently, how long ago was it? When you were like sleep deprived. It was probably, you were probably worse off than that. Yeah.
It was like, that was the one where at the start, near the end of the Fringe, where I'd taken mum and dad to the airport, and I was like, let's record a podcast.
Yeah.
And you were like...
At this strange hour.
We finished one, and you were like, please go sleep.
Yep.
For the love of God.
That's enough, Brogan. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Yep.
I'm not calling you a pig. I'm referencing Babe.
And at the time, probably I would have been, okay.
Yeah.
I go to bed now.
But we got. I think there was a lot more people happy about our 100th episode than I thought there would be. Like a lot of congratulations and stuff.
I'm quite surprised at the amount of congratulations. I mean, I expected people to be, happy about it because it's Matt Donnelly. And people love Matt Donnelly. Everybody loves and supports Matt Donnelly. So I expected that to be like, oh, cool, it's Matt. But the amount of people that were like, oh, congrats for hitting 100, I was like, oh, thank you.
But it wasn't also just, hey, cool, it's Matt. Like we got a tweet from the one and only Tito, the one guy who tweeted, hey, Brogan and Way should have a podcast.
Which makes me laugh because we were talking about that well before he tweeted it.
I know. It's the bit. It is the bit. It's the bit.
He's the excuse.
He is the one person that said it. He
is the single person that said it. So when we say by popular demand, we mean Tito.
Yeah, by popular demand, one guy. Anyway, Tito said, by the way, Nice Pod Bud had Sweet Matty D this week, and it was great to hear, not because of Matt. And I was like, oh, how dare you, sir? But then he continues, but how well you guys did of conducting an interview with somebody and knowing how to get out of the way and let them cook. In other words, good job, Brogan and Wayne, for shutting the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But congrats, and this is it's fluffing our Garfields. It's great. Congrats to 100. Glad I suggested you do this there. See? The one guy who said on Twitter. But then there's weird things as well. Did you see what Ominous said?
I can't remember. I've seen a couple of things.
So, Ominous Scoop said, this is such a good episode. Totally understand the fangirling over Matt. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, who doesn't? But then they also said, I feel the same about you two.
Aww.
I'm like, no. That's no.
But at the same time, I mean, what you're saying right there where you're like, no. That's exactly how Matt reacted when we were like talking about meeting him at Scoot Fest. We were like, oh my God, it's Matt Donnelly.
Yeah. I get maybe, but I don't know. But then also Fluff and Garfield. So many incredible chats in this episode. We'll have it on repeat a few times. Aww. Congrats on 100. You are very fresh cheesebags. I like that.
Nice.
But I replied, I just said, we are all just simple scoops.
We are.
Yeah.
There was a lot of nice stuff there.
Speaking of Matt Donnelly, because that's something we do a lot on this podcast, I had a dream last night that you and I were hanging out with Matt Donnelly, and we were trying to convince him that we knew him better than he knows himself, or at least just as well.
Oh, God.
And we proved it to him by, like, he had just done a show, and we were saying to him, look, we know how you feel right now. You're thinking that is like you're not in the best headspace because it's like, oh, you're very critical of yourself because it wasn't a great show, but it really was. It was a great show, and you're just being harsh. Your inner monologue is being mean to you. And he looks at us and it's like, you're so right. And he started crying.
Oh, no. Oh, my boy.
It was hilarious. I mean, sad, but hilarious. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I think I proved that I don't know Matt Donnelly's life as well as himself because how many facts I only had half truths on, or just like
you started saying and Matt was like,
But honestly, it was just a way to get to the stories that I wanted. So.
Yeah, I love that.
So it still worked.
I still love the fact that he told the letter story, the letter to Penn and Teller. Because that genuinely is one of my favourite stories. So now that I know exactly where to find it whenever I want to listen to it.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't need to go through like Sunday school or ICS backlog to find it. Yeah. But did you see it was Pod Therapy's 300th episode?
I did.
On like the same day as our 100th episode, or like the day before. And it's like, try to steal our thunder. Go ahead.
Well, we're catching up.
The way it works is we will overtake them one day on a long enough timeline.
Yeah, ICS took us overtaken Penn Sunday School.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. And because Dr. Jim, King Lord Mr. Dr. Jimothy, Mystical Joe Bartholomew Esquire II, just flip those last two titles around, because he wasn't in the photo of the big 300 episode. And I was like, oh, that's weird. So I started like Twitter stalking him because I haven't spoken to Jim in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I've fallen off of pod therapy just due to backlog and stuff. Like, I'm behind on ICS even.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
behind on everything.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm Twitter stalking him. I'm stalking him. And I can't see any mention of pod therapy at all. And I'm like, has King Lord Mr. Dr. Jimothy Michael Joe Thomley II Esquire left pod therapy and we are not aware of this? But then no, you looked into it and you said, nope, he's just not there right now.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I mean, I'm going to say it. I don't think they need Dr. Jim.
No, I do think they need Dr. Jim.
I'm saying it because I'm trying to start beef again with Dr. Jim. It's been a while. It's been a while since our beef has... Okay, hashtag no beef. Fine, whatever. Whatever.
He's our friend and we love him.
He is. I do. I love everyone on pod therapy except maybe Jacob. I mean, we're good friends. There's a strong like, but I wouldn't say love.
No, I do love Jacob, and I feel like I should clarify that every time I talk about it because Jacob and I look like we have beef, and it's like, no, I love and adore and support Jacob.
Yeah. You have an entertainment business. It's like wrestling. The kayfabe. It's the kayfabe. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 100% what it is.
Yeah.
I think we owe somebody an apology.
Do we?
Yes. And I think that is Justin Froyoke soft serve.
Why? What did we do to my brother?
When we were talking about in episode 100 about the season 2 theme of ICS, Justin said, and now I feel seen over the season 2 theme. Does that mean, to me it sounds like he's saying he did the season 2 theme and we were not aware of this, for one, and
I knew he'd done the season 2 theme.
I didn't know that.
I knew he'd done the season 2 theme, and I knew that he was like, for playing it multiple times.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, no, feeling seen means like, I have been heard, yes, somebody finally said it.
But he's given like 3 Wallace from Wallace and Gromit emoji faces, you know, these ones? The grin?
Grimace.
The straight grins? Yeah.
The street grins.
But yeah, I don't hate it. It's just different, and it's not. And I said it's just different, not what we've known for so long. Mm-hmm. But he did continue to say, at least no one else got to hear the DMB style pass that he took at it. What is DMB? Drum and bass?
I'm not sure.
I'm going to Google it. Brogan, I'm just going to say, today you have the uncanny ability to sit perfectly still. It may be, there may be a reason for that. And Dave Matthews Band. Dave Matthews Band. Yeah. So you have the ability to sit perfectly still, and it looks like the Zoom feed has frozen. It's happened like 10 times. Mm-hmm. No one is going to get to hear it. It's going to go to the grave until him and Jay. It would be until Jacob and him are in the grave that someone else will hear it.
Yeah,
okay.
Froyoke, Justin, Buddy, my big brother. If we're wrong, please correct me. Actually, you know what? I think you should come on this podcast and clarify.
Yes, that's right. He did reach out to me, and I totally forgot to actually say, we want you onto the show as a guest.
Yes.
He was talking about how he also has a Kurt Brunner story. Yes. I've seen that. I'm not gonna out him on that one, even though it's probably knowledge. But if Justin, if you do come on to Hey Buddy Nice podcast, maybe we'll talk about it then.
You should.
Yeah, I don't know why this is where we're starting to feel like a real podcast. At like Ice Cream Social. It's like, why have we not asked such and such?
Because we forget.
Exactly. We
forget we can just do that.
Time zones make it hard as well, I guess.
It does.
Makes it a little bit difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 100 episodes. It seemed to come really quick, I think.
It's weird to think that we've been doing this for like a year. over a year.
Yeah. So how long have we known each other now?
2 years.
Couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
How many of those years have you liked me?
Well, when did you start dropping in? Well, okay, I think we can pinpoint the exact date, and that'll be, oh no, we can't quite get the exact date. I was going to say it'll be when you posted the 3 Generations of Magic Dragon artwork, but it was before then. So, and it was before then as well, when you were coming into chat all the time on the streams.
Yeah, when I was coming and hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, let's say, when I actually started to have communications with you and get to know you as a human. That's instead of just a random person who I'd never spoken to before.
We just decided you had beef.
Hashtag no beef. There. That was a peace sign. I thought you were doing I thought you were going to throw the hashtag sign. Yeah. Something some people may not have seen is the should we go? Let's go into art talk. We'll go straight into art talk now. Okay?
Yeah.
But we don't have a theme for art talk, so there's no point even talking about having a theme because we can't play it anyway.
Yeah, we don't have anything.
Yeah. I did press the button for that one, but I've deleted it from its location. I put it in a new file, so I wasn't going to play anyway. I was just going to play like the first snippet and then no. But yeah, no thing for art talk. But we're going to go into art talk because something that some people haven't seen besides our 100 episodes post was the big infographic about facts and figures and stats and facts about Hey Buddy Nice podcast.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, I spent a bit of time making something. At first, I was just doing the research just to send you the information, the little fun facts. And I was like, you know what? I should make a thing. And yeah, put it all together. And it ended up being this very, very long graphic image, which doesn't display very well on Twitter. So I figure many people just saw it and skipped over it. But if that's the case, we're going to read you those facts and stats right now. So it starts off talking about facts about the episodes, and it starts off by saying there are 100 of them, including 3.5 missing episodes, forever lost to time. Don't ask. Well, you can ask, and we'll tell you. Basically, the software we were using fucked up, and another one was for some reason we didn't have Brogan's half of the conversation. So yeah. I've still got my half of that episode, so maybe I should put it up as bonus content for patrons.
Yeah,
just to listen to a one-sided conversation.
Yeah, and guess what I was saying.
Yeah,
just make up random shit.
Let's do that. Yeah, and that's the info part. So there's also a graphic part of this, and we're going to do it not so good at this podcast style and just describe the little drawing next to each statement. So the first one is meant to be like a letter from the Queen, because people who are not part of the Commonwealth may not know this, but when you turn 100, you get a letter from the Queen. Well, you used to.
You get a birthday card.
Now I guess it'd be the King. Yeah, wow, there you go. Birthday card.
Oh,
so I drew a little...
I think... Is it a birthday card? No, I know you get a card... You definitely get a card when you reach a certain milestone, like wedding anniversary.
Oh.
Because my grandma and grandpa
definitely
got
when you
one
turn 100, you get something.
I can't remember. I'm not sure if that's a card or if it's a letter, or I would think it's a card.
I'm pretty sure it's a letter. You get a letter from the Queen. I'm almost certain. Yeah. Anyway, it's got like fancy the Queen letterhead, and it says from the Queen. Then in brackets it says deceased, and it says good job on that 100 episodes, fam. Love, Lizzie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, poor Queen. So the next fact is
dead.
She's still dead. That's over 109 hours or 6,500 minutes of content. I don't even think we can count that high. I mean, I sure can't. I had to look at those numbers and work out in my... I was like, 6500.
Yeah.
What is that?
You know what? It would take longer than 6,500 seconds to count that high, because it takes longer than a second to say 5,982. So I'm not even going to try. You know what I'm saying?
I am, but
Or did I confuse you?
No, my brain just went off on a complete tangent, and remember how there was that? So I want to say it's from Rent.
It is.
525,600 minutes.
Yep.
I couldn't remember if that was the actual number or not, and my brain was like trying to sing it. So
yeah, I don't know the exact. I don't know.
I think it is 525,000. Yeah. There's a little drawing next to a little stick man says, "How will I ever listen to all that bullshit?"
Would you believe that was the last thing I drew?
I fully believe it. I fully believe it. That is the drawing of a person who is fucking done.
Someone who has had enough. Yes.
You've had enough.
Yeah. And then it goes on to say, we've even got more than 30 episodes of bonus content exclusively available to patrons. That's patreon.com/nicepodbard. Giving them an extra 7 hours or 420 minutes of us talking shit. Nice. And then the little graphic is of a dude, sneaky back alley dude holding open his coat. No, not like that. Selling you as in like, hey, kid, want to buy a Rolex? And it just says extra stuff cheap.
No, you're saying it's a coat. I think it's a cape because he doesn't have the coat on the other side.
I
know it's meant to be a coat, but I like the idea that it's a cape.
Yep, that I like that better as well. It's like he's a vampire.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that doesn't have to be a collar. It could just, no, that's all right. I figured because I didn't draw the other arm, there was no coat portion. But it would be covering up his chest, wouldn't it? I'm a pretty good artist.
You are a published artist.
Yes, technically, yes. Now I am.
Listeners, did you know that our listeners are lovingly referred to as cheesebags? You did? Oh, okay, you're very well informed. Well, did you know it's because of this particular meme, and it 100% comes from the fact that I saw a meme years ago that was basically a picture of cheese bags that says "Stay fresh, cheese bags," and it was somebody said, "I'm going to leave all my conversations like this now," and I'm like, if I ever do a podcast, that's how I'm signing off. And then the opportunity came up where Wayne says, "How are we going to sign off?" And I said, "I know, I have the perfect thing.
Yeah.
Stay fresh, cheese bags." And Wayne was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah, because if I either had seen the meme before and just forgotten all about it, or hadn't even seen it. Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where did that even come from?
And it led to us like laughing for a solid like 2 or 3 minutes right at the end of the episode, because it was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where that comes from.
And continuing on with listeners, there have been over 10,000 trackable. Now that's the key word here, is trackable downloads.
Wow.
Since we launched just over a year ago. Mm-hmm. That there are who knows how many untrackable. Mm-hmm. Because this is just I don't know how the tracking works and all that, but trackable. And then this was the second last thing I drew on it. It's just like a maths equation that isn't possible, and it just says math is hard underneath it.
It has the same quality of CBA as the little stick man. The only difference is it's in colour, so I can tell you drew that before you drew the stick man.
Not necessarily. It's not hard to change the colour
it takes more effort. It takes just a tiny little bit more effort than it does to draw it in black.
It takes 3 clicks, 3 taps with my pen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's me, isn't it?
Yep.
We have listeners in 45 countries from 6 continents across the world. It says that totally blows our minds. Fuck you, Antarctica. It genuinely does. That isn't actually
absolutely. Insane. Yeah. In countries where English is not the primary language.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is there is someone in India who is dedicated every week.
I love you, person from India. I mean, I really hope that you can understand our weird ass accents, but we love and support you regardless.
Absolutely. Describe the graphic, Brogan.
Okay, the graphic is a globe flattened out, and it's got ticks in all the continents apart from Antarctica, which is crossed out.
Yeah. Fuck you, Antarctica. And for those playing in America, fuck you, Antarctica. That's how. Why do they not pronounce the T?
I don't know.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, more facts. We've made 96 unique title cards to post online to go alongside the episodes. We didn't think of doing it until episode 4, and for some reason didn't make one for 89. I think it says we were probably hibernating or something, but I think it was because someone was sick. I don't know.
I can't remember.
There was something like that.
What was happening on
89 wasn't that long ago.
No.
It was...
Oh, that was me! Do you know what? That was the that was the Brogan is Delirious episode.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't know why we don't have one for that, but yeah, that was the Brogan is just dropped off their parents at the airport.
Yep. Delirious Brogan.
Yep. There's only one episode that doesn't follow the nice naming convention. It's also our only YouTube video that is age restricted. Now,
that is age restricted by YouTube, by the way, not by us.
I had to look this up because I genuinely couldn't remember what it was. And the episode title is "Hey buddy, get off the stage, you rancid fucking whore." And I'm like, what was going on? What the fuck? What was the context for this? And then as soon as I started playing it, I was like, oh, it's to do with that Fringe show.
Yeah, so it was Fringe last year.
Fringe 2022, which is, insane. But there we go. That made me laugh. And the graphic for this is just the title card.
Yeah, it's just the title card. But I've also blurred out rancid fucking whore.
Yup.
Speaking of YouTube, we've had over 2,500 video views. I mean, that doesn't sound impressive, but when you consider that most of the videos on there are just podcast episodes of the static title card, that makes it a bit more impressive. Mm-hmm. I think, yeah.
Because I was very insistent that we post the episodes on YouTube because that's my main method of listening to my brother, and me. And it does make me sad that ICS don't post it, but that's a conversation for another time. But yeah,
it doesn't take long. It doesn't take long to deal with the YouTube stuff to make the video and then upload it.
Yeah, there's other reasons ICS don't do it. But
because Jacob is lazy.
There's other reasons that are related to people on this podcast why they currently don't do it.
Wait, what did I do wrong?
No.
Oh, wait, no. Brogan can't have done something wrong. What?
I didn't do anything wrong.
That's not possible.
I didn't do anything wrong. It's a discussion between me and ICS.
That's fine. Yeah.
But yes. So yeah, I was very insistent that we put it on YouTube, so I'm very happy about that.
Yeah. Just with the title cards as well. During the early days, like just over a year ago, we used to do every title card and try and sneak the cowboy hat into the title card every time. Yeah.
When did we give up on that?
I don't know. I wonder when we did stop it. Let's see. I'm looking because the graphic part for the talking about the unique title cards it's just a collage of every single title card. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at that now. So if I look at 50, oh wow, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, don't know. I'm just looking at, I'm seeing episode 60, right? And that is us in Vegas this year. Mm. This year. And that was episode 60. That was 41 episodes ago.
Wow. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, right?
Bloody I have to say, I'm just looking back at this collage. There are some really good title cards on there.
There are.
And I think I'm really quite happy with the ones that we used Who Scoops for. So there's 2 episodes where we posted our Who Scoops episode. And the first one is my episode, and it's me as Thanos. And the second one is you disappearing. And I am so happy with how that came out.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I
think
because it is basically it is the Who Scoops logo, and then you've done the art of you as Thanos and me fading away.
Yeah,
it's two separate episodes and 2 separate title cards.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that one. I'm very happy with Screaming Brain because that took ages.
Screaming Brain. Yep, that's a good one. I did a. Here we go.
It's currently covered up with text, so we can't see all of them right now. But Wayne's going to open up the big one.
Here we go. So we can kind of see it now.
Cool.
Let's see. Oh, Flaming Coup. That was your favourite for a long time. And that was episode
I loved Flaming Coup.
7. Episode 7.
Yeah.
That took a lot of Photoshop skill. There is so much different blending methods. Everything is a different, like the sun, the sky, the mountain, the highlands, the cow, the hat, the fire, the text, the logo. They're all separate elements. Every single one of them. I'm looking for my... one of my absolute favorite ones is Hey Buddy Nice user submitted art, the original one, where we've got Ominous Scoops octopus and the Moody octopus. This one here.
Oh yeah. I was too far over. I was looking at octopus scale.
Yeah. Episode 37. It is. If you're trying to work out what number it is, they're 10 by 10, so it's easy to work out what episode number. We'll have to post this up on the Twitter. Yeah. I also like episode 49, the nice long 7-Eleven walk, because that was an image I had in my head that I wanted to do from the beginning of the podcast, because our 7-Eleven walks, of course, and I could never do it. I could never draw it, and then, it worked out fine.
I like that one. I like the one next to it, because I like how the background came out, which...
The nice starburst thing. Yep,
nice hero's reply, where Taylor replied to me on something.
Yep.
There's quite a few on here that I'm looking at, and I'm like, I did good. I'm quite happy with how a lot of these came out.
Yeah. So out of yours, my favorite one that you've done is, let's see. I'm quite fond of episode 20s when you thought you were leaving your job.
I know. We should maybe bring that back when I do actually leave my job.
Yes. Yeah. I'm keeping on looking. Hydra. Absolutely Hydra. Because I love your Hydra.
I love my Hydra too. I love that. Nice asset.
I was just looking at that one. Yep.
Nice shadows was good.
Shadows is good. Yeah.
Shadows is good. What I like about asset, shadows, Hydra is it was stuff that I already had.
Yes. You know, it's great when we can do that when we've got stuff we've already got.
Yeah.
But then there's title cards like just recently, 97. Hey Buddy, Nice VCR Memories. That took a lot of time and effort, and it was actually a video title card because I've put like old school video effects over it.
Yeah.
Very satisfying to do though.
Yes.
And then same with the Hey Buddy, Nice Music for Art Talk. We don't have music for Art Talk. I enjoyed doing that one greatly as well.
Nice shout out to Brogan, took ages.
Where's that one? That was the Piff. Yes, where Piff is pushing me away.
That took it because I had never drawn that pose before. Yeah. But again, it's one that I think it came out pretty well. I also really like. I cannot believe that it's only episode 21 that is Pendulette's Hey Buddy Nice podcast.
Yeah. That was early on, wasn't it?
That was early. Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah. Episode 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 59. I'm very fond of 59.
Is that us in the Great Night Studio?
Yes.
Yeah, us in Vegas.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, us in Vegas. And then
back a couple.
83.
Yep.
I
think 60, 55, 65,
55. 56?
56 is good, but 55 specifically, because that was one of mine too.
Yes.
And that was a lot of editing, but I love how it came out.
Yeah, it's the Las Vegas sign, the Welcome to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Just changed. That's really good.
And the one that's the picture of me, Mox and Pen. Oh,
poking out of the TARDIS.
That's so cute.
Yeah. That's a good one as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, 66. And then you got the Pen, 66, 10, 20, 30,
Hey,
40,
nice
50,
old man,
60.
I love you.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
And then 2 episodes later, Hey Buddy, Nice Very Specific Taste. Spoiler alert, it's old men. I have a type.
Gosh, there's a lot of good ones. I mean, even recently, the Hey Buddy, Nice Prep Swan vs. Goth Swan. I don't think that was very good. But looking at it now, I'm happy with it.
Yeah. Sorry.
And then, Hey Buddy, Nice Brokeback Volcano. I don't even know why it's called that. It's like smack bang in the middle. It's 10, 20, 30, 46. I didn't know that I could draw Frodo and Samwise Gamgee in my style, in my comic style. But it looks like Sean Astin and what's his face?
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood. I'm so surprised at that.
Yeah. I like that one.
Goodness me. All right.
There's some good stuff. I'm really happy with a lot of stuff in there. I think we gave up putting, oh God, what are they called? Cowboy hats in.
Cowboy hats, yeah. Let's see.
By about, we didn't put them in for the Who Scoops one.
No. Okay, so on 10, 20, 30, 32, there's a, you're wearing our logo hoodie, so it's there. Then the next one, Hey Buddy, nice episode that kind of coincides with Christmas. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's one. I think that might be the first one without it.
I think the chicken's wearing it. The turkey's wearing it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And then the next one, the graffiti. I didn't even realize that the graffiti is that. What about Hey Buddy, nice podcast that kind of coincides with New Year's Eve?
Yeah, I think we stopped putting them on there because I don't think...
No, it's hidden in the fire. I think it's hidden in the fireworks. It is. I can see it. And then the next one, it's emblazoned on our smoking jackets.
Yep.
But then, Hey Buddy, nice testicles. I don't see it.
I don't think so.
Oh, no, it's hidden. It's hidden behind us on the wall. God damn it.
Now, I think the Cinema Adventures one might... Well, I say that, but...
But then in Nice Sack of Bad Things, it's hiding behind the lying sack.
Yeah.
10, 20, 30, 38. I'll open up 38 specifically and let's take a look. 38.
Yeah, I think
it's not there.
Yeah, I think I remember drawing this and sending it over to you and saying I couldn't put the hat in there.
Yeah.
So that might be where we started.
Started to fall off for sure.
Yeah.
Because then for episode 40, Hey Buddy, nice generic Scottish Snickers. I did that one and I don't think I put it in there.
Yeah, but I'm wearing it in video game version of yourself.
Yeah.
The Teddy's wearing it in the Garfield one.
Yeah. They come and go.
Yeah. I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it when I'm like making heart eyes at Teller.
Yeah. Yeah. That's us talking about our own shit. Oh wait, we got to read some more of this infographic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My turn. Being that Wayne lives in Australia and I live in Scotland.
No, that's not, oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Take that part from the top again.
Wayne just interrupting me. Being that Wayne lives in Australia and I live in Scotland, we have no choice but to record remotely. This means our studios are 9,120.02 miles or 14,677.24 kilometres apart.
Yeah. And then it's got, I think, I edited this artwork slightly. Mm-hmm. I really like it looking like this as opposed to how it was looking. I don't know if it's an available design on our store or not. If it isn't, it's going up like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Basically, it's just a wall of text, more or less, and it says, Hey Buddy, nice podcast. The #1 Las Vegas podcast based out of Scotland and Australia. Mm-hmm. And then there's like a geographic design going on, a geometric design about geography going on there as well.
Yeah, I do like that one a lot.
Yeah. Mm. Are you happy that I put the comma in the 14,677?
I am.
Yeah.
It's the only thousands you do that on, which slightly annoys me because I would like it in all the thousands, but that's just me.
Yeah, okay. Well, we don't do that in Australia. I did it for the Americans, but you're right. I should have done it in the 9,120 as well. All right. Next category is popularity, and then there's an asterisk next to popularity, and then at the bottom it says, you know what we mean, because we're not talking about us being popular or anything like that. It's talking about popular episodes. For example, our most popular episode is number 5, Hey Buddy, nice special guest, volume 1, and surprising nobody, it features Paul Mattingly. And then there's a little drawing of Paul Mattingly.
I'm quite curious to see if Paul retains that title or if Matt beats him out.
See, Matt has a chance because it's our 100th episode as well. So people might be more inclined to download it.
Yep.
Yes.
And if Paul wants to come back on and,
it's about time.
Yeah. He can come back on and beat the shit out of Matt. And then Matt can come back on and beat the shit out of him. It's great.
Yeah, that's right.
And Jacob doesn't give a shit, so...
Yeah, that's right. Jacob doesn't care. So
we know that Jacob doesn't care. That's why we're not even trying.
Yeah, because Jacob knows he's better than everybody.
I think Jacob should come on with his soundboard so he can just press the button and play Spawn.
Yeah.
For my amusement.
Yeah, and your amusement only.
Yes. Our most watched videos is of us playing You Lang Sack over Zoom, probably the longest by distance game ever played.
Sorry.
And it's just a little picture of the Lang Sack. As I was reading that, Wayne opened a new tab. It just completely covered the screen. I was like, okay,
that's right.
Thanks, bitch.
Because I wanted to go to our YouTube studio to tell you how many views that video has.
Oh.
It surprised me when I saw it. Analytics. What? Why does it only say 34 now? Oh, in the last 28 days, it's had 34 views alone.
That's not bad. Lifetime.
Yeah. Lifetime is 528 views. That's surprising.
That's pretty, yeah.
Yeah. That's I don't know. I can't math. Out of over 2,500 views total, 500 of them being of us playing a game which is designed to be played by people in the same physical location as each other, and us playing it with 2 copies of the game over Zoom.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty impressive.
Very good.
And then there's just us. Yeah, okay, we'll read this part as well. It talks about the community, and it says, "Hey buddy, nice podcast wouldn't exist without our literal podcast dads, Matt, Paul, and Jacob from Matt and Mattingly's Ice Cream Social. Let's not forget about our podcast granddads at Penn Sunday School either, who without quite possibly none of us would be doing this." And I'm talking about like Ice Cream Social.
Yeah,
and
Penn is responsible for all of this.
Absolutely, yeah. There's also a bunch of other shows that spawn from this, just like us. We all share a lot of the same audience, and that's the people who really make this all possible. In our case, it's the Cheesebags, aka Scoops, aka
people,
bozos. But yeah, basically anyone who listens to any podcast remotely related to this universe. We've made some great friends and met some amazing people because of this podcast universe. Thank you for this strange and privileged life. We love you all.
We do.
Do you know how hard it was to not write sexually after that, like Matt Donnelly used to say? Yeah. Anyway, I think that's about all the 100th episode talk we've got. Is it? Probably.
Yeah.
I think this episode is going to be called "Hey Buddy, Nice 100th Episode Talk" in episode 101.
Nice reliving the glory days of last episode.
Yeah. Oh, hey buddy, nice 100th episode 2, Pig in the City.
You're obsessed with calling things Pig in the City.
I love it. I'll probably get over it by the end of the year, but it's what happens. I go through these phases where a joke just lives in my head.
You're talking to me. I mean, if anybody knows about being obsessed with things, it's me.
The person whose life is going through phases.
Yeah.
That sounds wrong. No. Phases of
obsession.
Media, maybe obsessions. There we go. Whose life is obsessions. Yeah. But it's that kind of thing where anytime it comes up now, it has to be said. It's like
you've Pavloved yourself.
To quote, yeah, I mean it's to paraphrase.
Hey buddy, nice podcast.
Oh, hi Bobby.
It's like there are things that automatically trigger like lyrics in Penn's brain, and it's what's it called when like breathing and your heartbeat? What is that called? Where it's automatic? Whatever it is, it's like that. Unconscious, yeah, it's unconscious.
Yeah,
it just happens. But it just happens in his head. It's like if I hear such and such too, it's going to be Pig in the City forever now.
Yeah, it's like when I hear anybody say "true," my brain just goes "true like ice, like fire."
There you go. And it's like when someone says, "And you can follow Wayne at Wayne Geo," my automatic response is,
Yeah, you Pavloved yourself with that.
Yeah, exactly. See, I mean, that me saying Pig in the City after everything is because of this podcast. That's when it started. So I've been Pavloved into a lot of things, probably because of us doing things. Oh my God. Do you know what? We're talking about the 100th episode and like thanking other people.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, sure, I could be saying, oh, I should be thanking Brogan. But no, I think we should both just be thanking ourselves.
I think we should be thanking me specifically for forcing my friendship upon you.
We should be thanking Brogan because that is the only reason That's right. I referred to Brogan as a that.
Yeah.
That is the only reason why anybody listens to Hey Buddy Nice podcast. It's the only reason why I can stand listening to the podcast while I edit it. Yeah. Brogan just did the, oh, you.
Oh, you.
Oh, you. But yeah, I think we're at 45-ish minutes. I think we can talk about 100th episode for another 15.
We can. I would like to... Will I give you the Yvonne Hastings review?
Oh, of the Totally Real Matt Donnelly
Of the Totally
interview.
Real Matt Donnelly, yes.
Yeah.
Mother's opinion. Matt is incredibly easy to listen to. And I'm like, you're right.
Yeah. The smooth stylings of Matt Donnelly.
Yes. But Mum listened to the episode, and then when she was at work, she was doing some stuff. So Mum works for the court, so she ends up dealing with like solicitors and stuff a lot. She had to phone a solicitor to send something back. What?
Just so you know, in Perth, there is a LGBTQ friendly nightclub called The Court. And when you said your mum works at the court, that's where I thought she worked.
No, I mean, if only the Scottish Court Service was an LGBT friendly gay club.
Hey, if any worldwide court service system was,
It's the Scottish one.
you know, yeah, as long as it, like, if all of them were not geared towards just white straight men of a certain age.
But anyway,
as you were saying,
as I was saying, Mum had sent something back to a solicitor, and when she phoned him up, this boy's name was Matthew Donnelly.
really, no,
Really, and she was like,
a name that uncommon,
and she
an uncommon name such as that.
and she had to stop herself from saying, does anybody call you Matt? We love and support you. I know where you can get Christmas gifts for people to buy you.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Of course.
I was like, you totally should.
Oh my god, that's great. We should hunt down every Matt Donnelly on Facebook and Twitter and just link them to that.
Just put them all
design.
in one group chat.
They could pay for our Christmases.
Yep. So there
Afterwards, was your mother like, he was such a sweet young boy, that Matt Donnelly that I spoke to?
She was like, he was very young and very polite. So there we go.
He could be a sweet Matty D then.
He could be a sweet Matty D. But not the sweet Matty D.
No, of course
Who we love
not.
and support.
No.
But I like the fact that Mum is very on board with the we love and support Matt Donnelly in this house. And Mum likes Matt, which is very I always feel nervous when there's like people like when we get guests on the podcast. I'm like, I hope my mother likes them.
I think I was going to do another thing on the infographic about guests, like the number of guests we've had, but we haven't really had that many.
We haven't, no.
No. Our first guest was Paul, obviously. We've had doctors Nick and Jim. We've had Jobeth.
Yep.
We've had Chris multiple times. Sounds like this is the notches on my bedpost. I've had all of them. And we've had Matt, yeah. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah. We should get more people on.
We've almost had Tim Bransby, but that fell through.
Yeah.
I said from the beginning I wanted Stephen Money. These are just my friends.
Yeah.
In Perth. Yeah. Look, we've reached out. Justin. We've said Justin. We're headhunting you. Yep. I really think we should ask after we've dealt with Justin. We need to ask RJ Owens. After we've dealt, we need to ask Uncle RJ.
We need Uncle RJ on here. Yes.
And because he hasn't been like on Twitter, he's not been active on Twitter, so I kind of
I miss
and because
him.
I've been so busy and dealing with this thing, as I'm pointing at and tapping on my head.
Both of us.
Exactly. And we didn't get to catch up with him in Vegas. I woke up to a message from Chris yesterday morning saying that Hey Buddy Nice podcast, and me specifically, that's right, Wayne, not Brogan, was mentioned right at the top of the latest episode of Two Characters and a Clown.
I know that they were looking through the books, so I wasn't surprised. When I said that, when you said that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I the last time I spoke, I really only get to speak to RJ when he does lives on Instagrams because I get the notification coming up, and even then, only when I'm not working. So
yeah.
No, RJ, come talk to us. And I would like
to talk to RJ.
I would like to put it out there. We need to get Miss Jade Simone on here.
Oh yeah. We've talked about this many times. I've got connections.
Yeah,
I've got connections.
Yeah.
I've got a direct line. I could call Miss Jade Simone right now. Actually,
God.
no, I couldn't because my phone plan does not include any international minutes.
Can you call people on Instagram? You could call her on Instagram.
I could. I'm just
What time is it in
flexing.
Vegas?
I'm flexing that I've got Miss Jade Simone's personal phone number.
I mean, it's almost like 4:20 in the morning. She probably won't pick up. But yeah, I think we should ask Miss Jade Simone. We can ask, Pef and Piffles as well, but specifically,
Yeah. The thing is, you talk to. I think if we talk to Piff, it just becomes the magic dragon show. It becomes the mystical lizard. If we're interviewing Miss Jade Simone, it becomes a wonderful experience.
Yes, I think the what is it? The dark and mysterious past of Miss Jade Simone. I would like to know more about.
Yeah.
And I think if Piff came on here, it would just be me and him going, Piff, what do you miss about the UK? What do you need me to bring you in a care package? Are you okay, buddy? What do you need?
Yeah.
Come back to Edinburgh.
Yes. Do it, Piff. Unless you like money, then I suggest not. Probably. I don't think there's much money.
Unless you like money. I thought you said unless you are like money, and I'm like, what's he got to do with Stephen Money?
Yes, Stephen Money, of course. Just like Stephen Money. We remember when before we were going away to Vegas, we had our whole list of people that we wanted to talk to and record episodes with while we were away in Vegas,
and we fucking didn't.
Oh, of course not, because we were too busy. We were just too busy to do anything. That's all it came down to. I mean,
3 weeks.
We recorded one episode, which is on someone's iPad somewhere.
Yeah.
And that was just us. That was just us and Chris.
Yeah. It's 3 weeks sounds like a long time until you actually have stuff to do. And then it's not. I mean, I suppose we recorded ICS episodes. We recorded an episode of Pod
we
Therapy.
did a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
Make no mistake.
Yeah.
They just weren't Hey Buddy Nice podcasts.
Yeah. But, so yeah, for the next time that we end up in Vegas, whenever it may be, we need to get that sorted.
Yeah. We don't need to. Zoom exists for a reason. It's just about scheduling.
That's true.
And I'm saying that because I really don't. It doesn't look like I'm making it to Scoopfest 2024. No. Yeah, I know, right?
But
yeah, I know.
How
it's a tough one.
Fucking dare you?
Hey, look, now might not be the best time to mention that we have a Patreon. Then again, maybe it is.
I think this might be the best time to suggest that, I think we should start looking at houses. How do you fancy a housemate? You, me, and Chris sharing a house in Vegas. We could look at this.
See, you're still convinced that you want to live in Vegas. Yes. I'm not convinced that I want to live in America.
You don't?
In the home of the brave and the land of the free. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not convinced. Look,
you don't want to live so that it doesn't take you however an entire day on a plane to get to Scoopfest, to get to Sweet Matty D, to get to the wonderful Paul Mattingly, to get to Piff, to get to Pen and fucking
You make a valid
Teller.
point. But the thing is, if I'm living in America, I'm going to need to find a job, which is fine. I could. Yeah. The only problem is, I probably wouldn't be given any time off to do things like go to Scoopfest because it's America.
If you're living in Vegas, look at Mitzi. You don't need the huge amount of time for travel that you do otherwise.
Yeah, I know.
And a lot of stuff will be happening after. Like, bucket show. You don't need time off to go to the bucket show. You see all these things. I'm thinking.
You make a valid point, and it's well made.
Thank you.
But heaven forbid, I get sick and need to go to a doctor.
Just don't get sick. Like it's just
Good
that
call.
easy. Choose to be well.
Yes.
Because that's entirely a choice that you can make.
We are both perfect examples of this.
It hurts to laugh. Quite literally, it hurts to laugh.
Yeah. But yeah, completely unrelated note. You can go to nicepodbud.com/Patreon and you can check out our Patreon, and just a couple of bucks a month. Okay, let's say more than a few bucks a month gets you extra content. It gets you access to all our behind the scenes looks at things of us recording our podcast every week. And just us talking extra shit. And some of these, there is one bonus episode that's like 45 minutes long. It's longer than one of our actual episodes.
What were we talking about in that bonus content?
Don't know. I have no idea.
Jesus.
But to be fair, that was 2 episodes worth, because sometimes I put both weeks together.
Oh yeah.
If they're related. But yeah, I'm a couple of weeks behind on posting some, but there is like I said, like you said, one of us said, over 420 minutes, and I had to round down heavily to make that joke. I had to round down quite a bit. So there is a lot of extra content.
Yeah.
But there's also a level where if you support us you get sent stuff every month. Have you organised that for this month yet?
So I sent it out. So there's only one package that hasn't been sent out because there's extra stuff going in his, and I can't send international at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody else's has been sent out for September's month end.
That's
and
3 envelopes. 3 envelopes have been sent out to these supporters. No, because I've sent one.
Oh, right. No, I see what you mean. Yeah. So that's, 3 months worth of stuff has been sent out. I know it's your turn for the end of October, and I know what I'm sorting out for the end of November. So
cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's going to be a good one.
I don't even know. I don't know what you've sent these people.
Do you not?
No, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about in the bonus content.
Yeah.
But look, if you can't support us through Patreon, that's perfectly fine. We appreciate you supporting just by listening every week. And you know what? It's twice a week, because we put out episodes twice a week. If you didn't know that, wow, where have you been? Does your podcast app only update you once a week? What the hell kind of podcast app are you using?
Maybe they only listen to like one, like every other episode. And I mean, you do you, boo. You do you.
They may think that we've only got 50 episodes. That is shocking. But yeah, and you know what? What else supports us is suggesting Hey Buddy Nice Podcast to people you know, or even random people on the street. You could walk up. Do you know how well just randomly saying something to someone you know works? This is a true story. There was this guy I knew, Chris. He was like a year or 2 younger than me, and we went to the same school. I walked past him one day, and I just said in his face, "Listen to Korn," and kept on walking. 2 weeks later, he was like, "Oh my God, I fucking love Korn." It works. It
does work. It's like, that's how. Do you know how the full circle scheme came into my brain? It's because
I was going to give a reason why, but honestly, no, I don't.
So it happened because I told a friend of mine randomly about this weird thing that was on a iTunes store and YouTube called Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Then a month later, he suggested it to me, and I'm like, I fucking told you about it in the first place.
So the full circle scheme actually works.
It does.
All right, cool. Yeah. And just like this past week, where people have been liking and reposting and commenting on our stuff, that helps us a lot as well. Yeah, we appreciate that. But you don't also have to only support Hey Buddy Nice Podcast as a show. You can support us individually. For example, you can support Brogan by going to 7billionneedles.com and purchasing fine wares.
Yes, you can. And you can support Wayne at twitch.tv/Wayne Geo, where he is doing the streaming thing.
That's right. The streaming thing. Very correct.
I say that because sometimes it's drawing, sometimes it's gaming.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're going to get with Mr. Giovinazzi.
One day a week, it's drawing. Mm-hmm. Pretty much every other time I'm streaming, it's video games. I'm playing video games. Like at the moment, I'm playing Red Dead Redemption. Mm-hmm. And I can't help but speak like a cowboy. It just happens. I've got a question for you as well for next episode about streaming.
Cool.
Okay, so if I forget to ask you, you remind me. Mm-hmm. But speaking of fine wares and merch, if that design of the Hey Buddy Nice podcast, the number one Las Vegas podcast based out of Scotland and Australia, if that's not up on the store, I'm putting that up there, and you can just go to nicepodbud.com/store and check out the design and blazon it on your body or walls.
And if you listened to episode 100 and you too feel like you love and support Sweet Matty D in your house, you can go to our store and buy a t-shirt or wares that say as such.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be a t-shirt. You could buy a mug that says it.
That's what I said. T-shirt, and then I was like, oh, but there's other stuff is there as well, but I can't remember what. Yeah. So
exactly,
you can buy things.
Yeah. If you want to know what other type of things there are, or if you have a question for Brogan, just go onto the social medias at 7billionneedles and ask away.
And if you want to ask Wayne a question, it's at Wayne Geo.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't have to be a question. We also accept statements, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Statements, memes, GIFs. I like memes and GIFs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I appreciate? I appreciate a good photo of an angry cat.
The amount of times I've seen angry cats and I've just been like, Wayne, like it's just you.
You should. If it's a ginger cat, it's even more me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm putting the call out now. Send them through.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Anyway, thanks for stopping by and having a listen.
As always, stay fresh, cheesebags.